Travis Reinking is parked outside the place, sitting there. He says, giving bad energy, right? And everyone, I think, can understand what that means, right? You don't necessarily have to know someone or have them say something to you to know that they're delivering bad energy. He says he's got a bad energy. But then he says something to him that includes the N-word. And that, I think, is something that the state can use again, because we don't have a direct motive here. There's some suggestion that he chose this place because it was frequented by people of color, et cetera, et cetera. Not fully stated out there yet, but that little section there can also help the state show some sort of intent and state of mind.
It absolutely can, because it shows that he at least had clear thoughts and knew what he was talking about, right? And what is also important to remember in all of this, you don't really need a motive necessarily. Sometimes it's helpful for a jury to figure things out. You could be a total sociopath, but still have the requisite mental intent to commit a crime. Um, and that's clearly what is happening in this particular case. And the detail that this witness is remembering is astonishing. I've never had a witness do so well on the stand as this witness is doing right now. I'm barely hearing a question asked.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's 3 years. His memory is remarkable. But how do you ever forget an incident like that? I mean, that was a life-changing thing for him. I hope he's okay mentally. I mean, he looks fine,
Yeah.
but, I can't imagine. The other thing I wanted to ask you is, this is one of those cases that it feels like it could have been avoided, because Travis Reinking has a long history of mental illness and issues revolving, and criminal-related issues involving this mental illness. Normally, defense attorney doesn't like to bring those in. In this case, it's going to be a big part of his case, talking about all the other issues he had. As far as California, that's Tennessee, and you practice in California. Is there like a mental health court? I know some states have that type of thing where they deal with this, and you can perhaps keep these types of things from happening because you're dealing with the mental health issues.
There absolutely is, but these types of courts and these types of kind of confinements, they're done on very limited basis, and they're reviewed very frequently. It's very tricky, particularly in a state that is as progressive as California, with taking away someone's civil rights basically by confining them. If they are going to be, harmful to someone else.